What's up, everybody? It's Heat Over on it. I'm ready to bring the pain for you and Dr. Roto this week. If you haven't been over to the site, get over to the site right now, man. Get in the subs only Discord. We got all sorts of lineups coming out. Danger and me and Chris and everybody's been in there. Mark popped in just a second ago. Yo, it's been wild. But hey, get to the site, use the optimizer so that you can get your money. You can make some money heading into the Super Bowl. But the reason why I called this podcast is kind of it's not such an emergency podcast. But I mean, some things are crazy going down, like game getting moved to Monday now, the Steelers and the Bills, and then AJ Brown's out. So that's changing a little bit of strategy. But if you're playing a Saturday all the way to Monday, this is just all the same stuff. Better weather for the Bills game. That's cool. And you got it. So yeah, what we're doing this was about the draft, fantasy football draft that we had for the Dr. Roto League. So we had some sub guy come in, and then there was 5 of us experts. And so I was going to screen share because I did that the other day and I thought that was really cool. So I'm going to screen share the shots. I mean, it'll show the draft. It'll show the teams. I'll just go over it. I'll make this real fast and easy and stuff like that. Because I just got done doing one on DraftKings too, because it's just kind of fun. Sit back, let the whole playoffs go down at the end of the Super Bowl. You might win some money, right? So let's check it up. Oh, yeah. Ha ha. Woo, man. Doing it. Hope everybody's ready for some football today, though. This is going to be crazy. So, as you can see right here, it's our buddy Bit, me, Jeremy, Danger, Fancy Clown, Ed, and Chris. So, boom, there's our teams right across. So, we'll go with Fantasy Clown first. So, he got Prescott and Mahomes. Now, you could see that the rounds went like this. So it was a snake draft. So Christian McCaffrey, Purdy, Samuel, Dangier, going with the San Francisco stack. And, you've seen how it goes. So you see me, I was right here in the middle. So it was kind of like, the way I wanted to play this and trying to take these chances on these players, because really Josh Allen was my first, kind of wanted to be my first, but Bit beat me to him. So, let's go. So he's got Prescott, Mahomes, good. McCaffrey, so he's got to wait. Singletary, if he only gets that one game from Singletary, is good. Evans, I mean, right now, Tampa Bay looks poised that they can win this game. It's in their home stadium. The Eagles are falling about they don't have AJ Brown right now, right? But hey, maybe the Eagles defense steps up and stops. I don't know. Like, I picked the Eagles to win this game on my other podcast, on my Bring the Pain podcast earlier the other day. But at the same time, I don't know, little thing. So let's go. Amari Cooper. I love that pick. Definitely Cleveland could go 2 rounds, maybe even 3 rounds, right? Gabe Davis. Man, that's a rough one. Josh Reynolds. You're in there. You got Ferguson likely, and then you got the Baltimore. He double picked these guys. I was targeting one of them, so I waited before it got to him, and this is how he stung us all practically. And then he's got DeAndre Swift and more. So that's a pretty solid team to go forward right there. He doesn't really have to, he's all over the place. He's got some Baltimore guys. He's got some Baltimore kickers. So he has a chance. He has a little bit of all the favorites that he could get points, for 4 weeks. And that'll really help his team. Moving over to Chris Kennedy's team, he's got Hurts and he's got Jordan Love. So, I mean, that right there is, so I was looking at a lot of strategies. And we'll get to that strategies in a minute. But when I was doing a few of these drafts, it's almost like I had a Mahomes and I had a Tua point, and I'm like, which way do I go? Because so I went with Stafford and I went with Mahomes on that. But at the same time, it was one of those things to where you can look at that and see out. So he's got Hurts, Love, Pacheco, solid. Kansas City definitely can go 2 rounds. And you got your running quarterback here, your passing quarterback. Again, this is all best ball. So this is going to be all just, scoring points and just getting in. James Cook, if they move on, he's got 2 running backs strong to go second round, a receiver strong to go second round, a receiver wait for him. This kind of sucks for him, but hey, maybe the Eagles do win that game, like I just said, and kind of goes back in there. And because he doesn't have Brown, now Goddard's going to pick that up. So if we can get 2 weeks of Goddard with that production, or we can get Goddard and then we can get A.J. Brown and Goddard next week, he'll be all right. He's got some Higbee, San Francisco Buffalo kicker, perfect. Kareem Hunt, Noah Brown. Hey, Kareem Hunt could get 2 touchdowns in that game, right? And if he starts forward like that, then you're just getting your money. Let's move over to Bit's team, right? So he kind of threw me for a loop with that Josh Allen play. So you got Josh Allen, Stafford, you got Gus Edwards, waiting a week. You got Montgomery, it's kind of a plotter. So this is where we go PPR, right? So you got Kupp, Diggs, right? And then you get Cooks, Godwin, that's solid right there. Kelsey, Dawson Knox. I mean, of course, that was a late pick for him, but Dawson Knox showed that he could score last week. And if you can get 2-3 weeks out of Dawson Knox and he scores you at least 2 touchdowns in this format, that works for you, right? You got Kansas City's kicker, Tampa Bay kicker, looking good. You got Jaden Reed and Jennings. So he's got that next level receiver. Say somebody gets tweaked, San Francisco moves on to the champion NFC championship game. And so Jennings has to take over. Or say Jennings catches long bomb. You don't really know what's going to happen. Let's move over to me at 4, right? So I got CJ Stroud in tags. So I mean, both players are in underdogs this week. I could literally be out of the playoffs, right? But that's what happened. So that's the hand I was dealt. At this point right here, I'm only looking at Mahomes and everything, but I wanted to go for it because I'm looking at this too. Like if I get tags, I'll be good. So, but my first overall pick was Ty Hill. Tyreek. Oh yeah. So, I got Stroud tags. I got Kyron Williams. So I got Hill and Kyron Williams and Tony Pollard. That I'm just like, okay, so we're moving on. And even if these guys don't move on, the Rams are favorited. Of course, I mean, they should be. I mean, go Rams. Oh, yeah. Right? And I got my Puka. I got my Nico Collins. I got Deontay Johnson because, right now with that game getting moved to Monday now with the better weather, Deontay's going to be able to go over the middle. And Buffalo has had problems in that area because they are banged up. A lot of people have forgot how banged up Buffalo is. But normally they think of Hyde and Poyer, the safeties tackle. The corners have to cover right now. And they've been having problems with that. Right. So, hey, that's it. And that's why I got Freer moved over the middle. Schultz, I was kind of weak there. Had to punt that. I got Cleveland kickers. I got Miami's kicker so we can move on. See, that was a tragedy too. I almost went with Houston's kicker. And so at least I had at least 2 rounds of kickers. But hey, let's try and see what we got there. I took Najee. I took Aaron Jones. Hey, if I can just get those 1 games out of those guys, that's great. Maybe not the best overall team, but this team definitely has some dark horse potential. And if I can get any of these guys to come out, you don't know. I mean, CG Stroud, if he goes 2 rounds and goes over 300 yards in both games, four touchdowns or whatever nuts he goes, say, Cleveland gets caught slipping with Grant Delpit out right now, that puts their secondary at, they're going to be crunched in. They have to make up for that. And Delpit was a big part of the tackling game for Cleveland and also, a big part of the pass defense. So that's gone. But he's a rookie in the playoffs, right? But he hasn't played like a rookie all year. He's just been a beast. I know he's facing Joe Flacco, but that don't mean he can't get beat by a rookie. Oh, yeah. Let's move over to Jeremy's team. Jackson, Goff, perfect. Gibbs, White, great plays right there. I mean, this is all right there. St. Brown, he's going Detroit. He can get 2-3 rounds out of Detroit, right? Flowers is going to be waiting. Beckham's going to be waiting. So now he's got 2 receivers that are guaranteed that next game. So even if Detroit got bounced, he's got this back end right here. He's got Shakir now with better weather. That's a good move, right? You got Laporta, you got Kincaid. So now we got a little Buffalo stack, which Buffalo should be able to handle Pittsburgh. And, you get the Detroit stack right here. So this is very Detroit and Buffalo oriented. Detroit kicker, Houston kicker. Now you have Justice Hill and Elijah Mitchell. This is a very solid team. You have your second round people and you have your big hitters right now. You're strong at tight end. You can get production, right? So let's get over to Danger, the last team here. And Danger's got Purdy because that he did that wrap around with Purdy and Samuel. So he's got Purdy, he's got Flacco. Both quarterbacks favored to go to the next round. A-Chain. Now he might only get him 1 game, but I definitely think that A-Chain can the way Kansas City's defense has been playing is definitely this should be an A-Chain game, but they're going to be running Mostert up the middle, and he's just going to get getting popped in that cold weather. Just going to hurt him, right? Ford. I love Ford's matchup right now. So Ford, you could get 2 rounds, and you could get Flacco and Ford. So you got Samuel, and now that Smith being the number 1 receiver going into Monday night now that really helps him in that. Waddle, he's going to play. Robinson going to play. Njoku and Kittle. Now you have somebody waiting, and you have somebody, even if he bounced, but he could have two tight ends next week. And one of those guys get flexed into the, get put into the flex position if any of these other guys get out, and then boom. Look, he covered himself with Mostert and Gainwell as well. Because if Philly does move on and Gainwell gets those games, he's been known to shark Swift all year. So why not at least take that chance? He had, he's very heavy right here. All the teams are right there. Here goes all the picks. What do you think? I mean, I know that a lot of people listening to this as a podcast version won't really be able to see that. But at the same time, if you're seeing this video go down, what do you think? Do you like it? Who's number one? So my number one, who I think has the it could be Bit. I really like Fantasy Clown right here with this, but the problem is his receivers with Davis out, Reynolds. He's really weak in the back. I'm just gonna say I like it. I like my team's overall things. Even if my quarterbacks get bounced, if I can at least get Williams, Pollard to the next round, and that means I'll have Nakua, and the Steelers. If that all goes down, that's it. So I do like my team, but it's really going to take a couple dark horses. I need Cleveland to lose, of course, and I need Pittsburgh to win, and the Rams, in Miami. I got 4 dark horses, but that again is where you're at the draft. So this could be Jeremy. This could be Jeremy. He's got the second round bang waiting. He's got teams that are favored right now. He's going to be able to get points from these guys right now. With Justice Hill, he's practically got Baltimore there. So really, if he gets those and he goes all the way to the Super Bowl with those players, he's got himself covered. He's got himself deep and everything like that. This is crazy. I mean, you can make an argument for any of these teams. That's what makes this fun. Who's going to win? Stay tuned. So let's just back this out, end this out. Head over to Dr. Roto. Make sure that you're ready to bring the pain to the competition this week. Good luck, everybody, and may the points be with you. Oh, yeah.